What up, it's Devin Williams with Adidas Suits for today's home team handle session. We're working on ball handling today, so grab a basketball and let's get to it. I will admit I've never really been a huge advocate of two ball handling drills, but I've had so much time to experiment since we've been at home. I will admit that it is a good warm-up. So what we're gonna try to do is get fingertip dribbling in. Control comes from your fingertips. So what we wanna do during this drill is start with a wide base, sit down in the chair and don't lean too far forward. And we're gonna dribble the ball as quick as we can go. 3, 2, 1, 100 dribbles. Keep it as low as the ground as you can. All right, not so bad, right? If you guys feel the burn on your forearms and your fingers, it's not a bad thing. You're building strength, all right? Let's move on to the next one. Zigzag dribbles. Now what we want to do on this one, we want to start building that control, going side to side, still keeping the ball on our fingertips. Now take note of this. If your back is starting to hurt, that means that you're leaning too far forward, bending at the hip. You want to sit down and eliminate that issue. Now we're going to go side to side, but what I want to focus on, I can go tight, I can go wide, I can dribble the ball up high or low. So it's up to you, but we want to get 100 dribbles in. Ready? Let's go. Not so bad, right? One thing I want you to make sure of is that your base is always wide because that's where your explosion comes from. My goal is not to teach you how to juggle, it's to teach you what to do with your off arm, right? So we're gonna start off with this drill, start wide again. One ball is gonna stay in front, the other ball is gonna go in between the legs the whole time. It's gonna look a little bit like this. All right, so you always hear, where should you look, keep your eyes up, all that type of stuff. For this particular drill, it's okay if you look at the ball in front of you the whole time. Just make sure you're not trying to look at the one that's passing through your legs. We're gonna get 100 reps in, ready? Go. I want to teach you how to give off the illusion that you're dribbling faster than what you actually really are. And it's actually pretty simple. We started working on it already, right, with the low dribbles. But for this one, we're going to break it all down in pieces, all right? So we're going to start off with the crossovers, double dribble on the cross. All right, so you got 10 seconds. Let's see how fast you can get to 10 reps, all right? So I want you to go wide, though. It's not just right here. I want you to go wide right there. All right, 3, 2, 1. Cool. And then what you want to do is make sure that you have that base that we talked about, not leaning too far over in the hips, but make sure we're sitting down in that chair. Now we want to mix in the next step. All right, we're going to go between the legs, working on that same double dribble, but instead of going back between the legs, we're going to cross it over. Now on your own, you can work on going opposite if you want. Now what we're going to do is right here, we're going to see if we can get how fast we can get to 10 reps. All right, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10. All right. Make sure you keep that wide base that we've been talking about so you can be more explosive. All right, now let's add some movement to it. Every double dribble that we take, we're gonna take a step forward. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And then when you get better at it, you can start moving a little bit faster. But we wanna get comfortable. We're going both ways. Okay, get some space and work on it with me. All right. So now that we got those other drills down, let's move on to giving off the illusion that we're actually moving faster than what we are, to be deceptive for the defense. So the combo is this: 1 double dribble this way, crossover, right? Pass it right back to the other hand, then go between the legs. That's the setup. After that, I can do whatever I want. So starting to move a little faster, it looks like that, all right? Now what I'll do is I'll step forward on the between the legs this way to give off the illusion I'm going that way, bring it back. Now, I might switch hands, I might cross over. The creativity is on you. Be different now, all right? So faster, let's take a look how it looks. That's it. And then once I got that, I can switch it, go into whatever I want at that point. Being a good ball handler is about being deceptive, changing speeds, and not being on the same rhythm all the time. If you're on rhythm all the time, the defense can get on the same rhythm as you, and guess what you're doing? All right, now it's your time to go work on this as much as you want, be creative as you want, and most importantly, just be different.